Hey YouTube, it's Rarity Ho here. So yesterday I got my box, or last night I got my box of Dragons of Legend. I pulled awesome. I'm so happy with my box. But I was a little excited. I didn't really get to talk about all the cards. So today I wanted to talk about all the different pulls I got. Now, as you saw, I got 4 Soul Charge, which is just ridiculous. I was just hoping for, just a playset, but 4 is great. I don't know if I'm going to sell it or what I'm going to do with the 4th one. But these babies right here are going straight into probably every deck that everybody's making. I've been playing around with a Sylvan deck. I'll be doing a profile hopefully tomorrow, and these are definitely going in there. I'm not quite sure if I want to make the Quasar build. If you haven't seen, with this card and Lone Fire in hand, you can just make Quasar just like that. It's a pretty awesome, and you get to draw 3 cards in the process. So there's a bunch of videos floating around YouTube, so if you want to check that out. I'm not sure if I want to do that, honestly, just because of the extra deck space, and that if you do draw 2 Lone Fire, or if you draw your Dandy, the play's not possible anymore. So I'm sure you could still go into Quasar later, but Sylvan extra deck space is already so tight. And you can still just do amazing things with this. You don't even need to go into Quasar. But that is a possibility, and unfortunately I did sell both my Quasars a while back. And he's kind of crazy expensive right now. But this is definitely going into my Sylvans. Curry Bandit. I was so happy. I was a little nervous I wasn't going to pull 2. But apparently it is not that difficult to get whatever you want out of this box. Only thing I really didn't get were some Fire Hands and Amulet Dragon. But this guy, at the end phase of the turn, you contribute him and excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, add a spell or trap card to your hand, and then send the rest to the graveyard. So ideally, what you're going to be doing is grabbing a Soul Charge and excavating, 3 or 4 plants. And so he's just going to be ridiculous. These are, obviously I don't really want them, but I probably am going to end up selling them. She, I believe, is the most expensive card of the set. Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. I do kind of want to keep her just because it's a pretty card. It's a nice thing to keep in a binder, I guess. The Eye of Timaeus, again, same thing. I like the way they did the secret rare on this because his face is just normal. But, and what is he? The Legendary Knight of Timaeus. So, these are just kind of cool little collectible cards that aren't really going to be doing anything else. Now, I was really excited about this. Iris Rock Sunrise. It's basically a monster reborn for Beast. And I love my Raccoon deck. And everybody was freaking out. I was like, why would you play this instead of just doing Soul Charge? And why I'm so excited about this card is Soul Charge is going to get banned or at least limited. And I don't think they're going to touch this at all. So after the Soul Charge explosion dies, this card is going to be really, really great in Raccoons. I got 2 Ice Hands. I thought they were going to be more expensive. They're only like $6 or so. So I'm probably going to try to build the deck. And they seem, they're just another generic rank 4 spam deck. So they seem fun. Wiretap. This is, I said before, it's basically a better 7 Tools of the Bandit because you don't have to pay 1,000 life points. It just shuffles the trap back into the opponent's deck. And, they might see that 4 turns later, and then they still have to set it, and by then, you can kill them if you're hitting important traps. Let's see, I picked up 3 Prominence Hand, and this guy, he's actually really good. All you have to do is control a Magic Hand, Fire Hand, or Ice Hand, and then you can special summon him. So all you have to do is play a different hand, and then special summon him and go into a rank 4. Magic Hand's pretty cool. If he's on the field, and your opponent adds a card to their hand, you can only use this effect once per turn, but if they add a card to their hand from the deck, you can make them discard it. So let's say they go into Tinky and grab Bear. You make them discard Bear, and then you burn them for 800 points of damage. I thought at first it was a hand trap. That would have been phenomenal. It would have been like maybe better than, no, not better than Soul Charge, but it would have definitely lasted and been a really significant hand trap. Unfortunately, it's not a hand trap. I misread it. I got 3 Paracycloid. I only really wanted 1, but he's going to be decent in Cyber Dragons. He's 1600, so if you power bond into him, he's going to be 3200, and he attacks directly. So he's only going to really be good when there's a problematic creature on the field and you need to swing for 3200 points of damage. Or, you know, if you have limited removal, obviously you can swing for 64. I end up getting 4 Flash Fusion. I only really probably wanted 1. I don't even know, honestly, if I'm going to throw this in there, but it's a cool little card. It's a quick play spell, and you can target a creature, or no, you can just fusion summon basically using your fusion materials on the field. So what you could do is attack twice with 2 Cyber Dragons, and then Flash Fusion into Cyber Twin Dragon, and attack twice with him as well. But with Soul Charge going in the deck, I don't know if I'll have room for Flash Fusion. Black Sonic. I didn't even realize I pulled this last night. I was so excited about the Soul Charges. But this card is stupid good. It's for Black Wings. And it's actually a pretty looking card. But I hate this card. It is ridiculously unfair, I think. When an opponent's monster declares an attack on a Black Wing monster you control, banish all face-up attack position monsters your opponent controls. If you control exactly 3 Black Wing monsters and no other monsters, you can activate this card from your hand. So it's just a Mirror Force on steroids for Black Wings, and I hope this gets limited as well. Because if not, we're just going to see a bunch of irritating Black Wing players banishing everything all the time. And Gate Blocker, I end up getting 2 of him. He's pretty cool, and I think he may be actually used in a little while, because he negates the effects of your opponent's field spell cards, and there's a lot of decks. Like, he could be an interesting side deck card. There's a lot of decks that use field spell cards. And then continuing with this effect, your opponent cannot place counters on cards on the field, and your opponent cannot target other monsters you control with card effects. So he's got kind of a lot going on. The counters, I guess, would be good against spell books, and I don't really think there's anything else but in counters. I may be wrong, but just the ability to shut down anybody's field spell is pretty crazy. I know that's pretty devastating for Sylvans. I was playing the other day against Raccoons, and they closed Forest me, and that sealed the game right there. And that is the extent of what I consider good cards, or at least decent. And then for the secret rares that I got out of the pack, I ended up getting 2 Guardian Dreadscythe, and I don't think they're worth that much. They're just kind of a cool little thing to look at. It's a good looking card, and that's about it, really. I got 2 of this train guy. I don't even understand this train archetype. Their levels are all over the board, and I'm not sure what they're supposed to be doing. I don't think they have a tuner, but I may be wrong. I got 2 Raw's Disciple, and he's basically used to summon the gods. You need 3 of them, but basically you would, when he's summoned, you summon the other 2 and then use them as tribute fodder. Got 2 Guarded Treasure, which actually I guess I should have put in the decent pile. To activate this, you have to discard 5 cards, but then as long as it stays on the field, every time for your normal draw phase, you draw 2 instead of drawing 1. And what's good about this is for Fables. because you're gonna if you can discard 5 Fableds to activate this, they're all gonna get their effects because they don't miss timing. And then if you can protect it, you know, keep it on the field, then you'll be getting just crazy draw power. You know, you'll be reckless turning or reckless greeting every turn. But this also may be kind of good in Lightsworns. I can't really think of what else might try to use it. I got another rank up card. What's it called? Rank up Admiration of the Thousands. And I actually haven't checked out what this one does yet. I know there's 2 different rank ups that came out in this set. Target 1 or more XYZ monsters in each graveyard, all of the same rank. Special summon from your extra deck 1 number C or number C XYZ monster that is 1 rank higher than those monsters, and attach those monsters to it as an Exceed material. You cannot special summon any other monsters during the turn you activate this card. You can only activate 1 rank up Magin blah 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 once per turn. So I don't know about this. Your opponent has to be playing something that is the same rank, that uses the same rank as you do, and you have to be wanting to rank up into something like that. So I don't know if that's going to be any good at all. 2 Mound of the Bound Creator. This is another field card that protects level 10 or higher monsters. So Quasar. I guess Star Eater. I don't know. I don't think that's going to be used for anything, but I'm not sure. Double Passe. This card's kind of weird, and I could totally see it being used on the TV show, but never in real life. And then I got 2 Shooting Star, which actually isn't a half bad card, I guess, if you go into Stardust a lot. All you have to do is control a Stardust monster, so it could be Sparky, and you target a card on the field and destroy it. So it's not terrible, I guess. If you're using it, if you constantly go into either Stardust Dragon or Stardust Spark, I could totally see that having some valid play. Then with the supers, I got 2 number C106 Giant Red Hand, and all you have to do is overlay any number monster to get his second effect. Oh, no, he doesn't. This card doesn't have a second effect, huh? But no, so he has to have a number monster as an Exceed material, and then once per turn you can detach to negate all the effects on the field. So he's gonna be, you know, you could do a 101, steal a creature, and then overlay that 101, or do the rank up, into him, and that wouldn't be bad. He's not a terrible card. And then there's number C5 Chaos Chimera Dragon, which I don't believe they've printed number 5 yet, so I don't know what he's doing. But wow, he's got a lot going on. I don't care. I can't think of. Well, I mean, I guess there are rank 5s, but I don't know what. This card gains 1,000 attack for each Exceed material attached to it. If this card attacks at the end of the damage step, you can detach 1 Exceed material from this card. This card can attack your opponent's monsters again in a row. Wow. That's kind of cool, I guess. At the end of the battle phase, pay half your life points, then target 2 cards in any graveyard. Place one of them on top of the deck, and if you do, attach the other to this card as an Exceed material. So he's actually not bad if you can pull him off, and I guess you just rank up from any rank 5. I pulled 3 of him, and then I got 2 of the Abyss Splash, and I don't know what can make him, because he requires 2 level 5 water monsters, and I don't think there's any level 5 Mermails. So I don't know what this guy's doing. And then he's got a rank up form. So, but I don't know. Maybe I'm forgetting about something. And then there are 3 new Blackwing tuners. There's Orochi the Squall. and I think he's pretty decent. If you have a Blackwing monster on the field, other than Squall, you can special summon him from your hand. And then this guy, you can... When he... Okay, so basically what you would do with him is you would set him. Like, if this is your first turn, you can set him. He gets attacked and he's destroyed. And when he leaves the field, he special summons a token. And then during your turn, you can tribute... Let me make sure. Yeah, just tribute any monster, and you can special summon him from your graveyard. So you tribute the token, special summon him again. Summon something else, and then maybe summon Squall. I don't know. I get a bunch of stuff going on. I pulled 3 of the Squall, and I think, yeah, 4 of Steam the Cloak. And this guy is pretty terrible. Hurricane the Tornado. He's got a pretty intense name, though, if he can combine the two. But once per turn, he targets a Synchro monster and copies its attack. So that's it. I guess if you want to crash into a Synchro monster, you could use him. Then this Train archetype, I just don't know what to think of it. This guy's a level 3, and I'm not even going to go into them because I don't care about the trains at all. But this guy's a level 4, and when he... Oh yeah, this guy's hilarious. He's 24 in attack, but when he attacks, his attack is halved. So he goes to 12. So that's pretty useful, right? Assault Dog. I don't think he's terrible. When this card's destroyed by battle, you can special summon any number of Assault Dogs from the deck. So I don't know. He's kind of like a Reborn Tango, kinda. I got 3 Lilybots. They work with Orbital 7. I don't think it does anything. This card's interesting. You can tribute it from the graveyard to special summon a level 7 or lower normal dragon. So this might get some play in like higher attics or something, but I don't think it'll be used in anything other than that. Here's my last monster, Guardian Eatos. We needed another reprint of this one because everyone needs more. I have like, they're just sitting in my floor everywhere. Here's the Reaper Scythe, Dread Scythe for the Guardian Dread Scythe. Pull 3 of them. Gotta have that train support for train connection. This card's pretty bad. Battle Fusion. Because you use fusion monsters to battle fusion monsters all the time in every deck. Sabatiel, the Philosopher's Stone. This has something to do with Wing Karibo and polymerization. I stopped raiding after that because I don't care. Let's see, I pulled 4 Rising Sun Slash, some kind of equip card you equip to a Utopia monster. Place 1 Rising Sun counter on this card. Each time an attack is negated, so you equip it to the regular Utopia, and then each time an attack's negated, you put a counter on this. The equipped monster gains 500 attack for each Rising Sun counter on this card. If the equipped monster you control would detach an XYZ material to activate its effect, you can treat this card as one of the Exceed materials. So basically with this, your Utopia can now block 3 attacks instead. That's pretty revolutionary. Everyone must run Utopia now. Slash to Sword Eatos, it's traded as a Noble Arms card, but I don't think Noble Knights are going to use this. When it's sent to the graveyard, you get to strengthen Guardian Eatos you have on the field. I got 3 Shadow Impulse, which I have to look into. I haven't checked this card out yet, but I think it's going to have some kind of use. Because when a Synchro monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target a Synchro monster in your extra deck that has the same level and type and special summon it, but it can't be the same name. So this might be a good card. I have to look into it. I got 4 Blackwing Revenge. More Blackwing support. I don't think it's too bad when a Blackwing monster you control is destroyed, I think, by battle. Yeah, and sent to the graveyard, you special summon 2 Blackwing tokens. And then you can use those tokens for like Icarus attack and things like that. So Triple Relay Soul. Every deck's got to have them. Special summon a monster from your hand, and then if that monster ever leaves the field, your opponent just wins the duel. And for the last three final fusion, more useless fusion crap. I don't know. But like I said, definitely going to be using these, working them into my Sylvan deck. I don't know if I'm going to make the Quasar build, although it did seem nice, and throwing those guys in there too. I don't know. I'm definitely throwing in the Soul Charges and the Curry Bandits, and I'll be doing a Sylvan profile pretty soon. Probably, maybe tomorrow if I feel up to it. But I got that. I got my Gimmick Puppets coming up still, and I probably will end up doing a revised version of Cyber Dragons and Raccoons in the near future. I mean, but please like, comment, and subscribe. Rarity Horror. Peace out.